The pandemic has been challenging for all of us. Isolation, fatigue, hate, bankruptcy, anxiety, depression, and even death. This was a rare situation where it was hard for the whole world. But seated amid the many unknowns of COVID was also a lot of unexpected innovation right here in our own backyard. So we're asking our local businesses to tell us their stories, the good parts and the bad parts, in living through this moment of history. From survival to success, Fort Wayne is back in business. Here we go. I am so excited about this one. This week, Back in Business with Blakesley is spotlighting Umi. So many of you have reached out to me saying, hey, Kayla, you've got to go meet Rachel at Umi. So here we are. I'm standing beside a very popular woman, is what I'm starting to learn, Rachel Lovelace. She is the events and marketing coordinator here at Umi in Fort Wayne. First of all, Rachel, how's it been going for you guys over the last year and a half?
Well, it's been going really well. We've had our challenges for sure, but we're really thankful with what we've seen over the past year and a half. We are so thankful for our customers who are so loyal, whether they're comfortable coming in or just grabbing takeout, and still booking events. We have 3 private event spaces here at Umi.
Oh, wow.
And that can offer a capacity of anywhere from 15 to 70. And so it's really nice for people to have a space to go. Maybe they're comfortable with their own family or group of friends, still want to go out, and gives them that opportunity to not be as exposed and still get to enjoy Umi. So
it's nice you have those options. Now, you mentioned some challenges.
Yes.
Let's rewind the clock about a year ago. What were some of those challenges you guys were dealing with?
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost is just the concern of keeping everybody safe and everybody's comfort levels. So, we had the shutdown altogether, and then once we came out of that, just really making sure that our customers felt comfortable returning to us or just anywhere. Also, inventory and the supply chains has been a challenge.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yes, we've faced a lot of that. And it can be different things. Sometimes it's sake that doesn't come in. Sometimes it's our filet or our scallops or different items. And so also just helping to communicate to our customers that we may not have something on the menu and it was no lack of ordering, it was just a lack of receiving. So if we struggle to get the inventory one week, usually a week or two later it'll be in. So it hasn't been like I said, it's been different items. So it's been an ongoing struggle, but not always with the same item.
So that's a struggle you still have now.
Absolutely, we still have it now, and it's and I know a lot of other businesses are facing the same challenge.
Oh yeah, not alone in that one for sure.
Yes.
I think it's important to point out too, because this has been an ongoing thing, like you said, for a lot of businesses, and not just people in the restaurant business, but just selling products in general.
Absolutely.
It's not that there's a shortage of scallops or swordfish or what have you. It's just getting said products off the dock to Fort Wayne, Indiana. So I think it's important to point that out. You guys can't control that, obviously.
No, absolutely.
When talking about doing this segment, Brad Golf, as you know, from Bradley Golf Diamonds, he sponsors the whole thing, and you were the first person that he brought up. He's like, you got to go talk to Rachel over at Umi.
That's great.
Because he told me you guys, through all this, through lockdown, when everyone's shut down, you guys still provided free meals to a lot of first responders. Tell me about that.
Well, first of all, thank you so much to Bradley Goff. He's wonderful. He's such a supporter of the community. So we extend that thanks right back.
Yeah.
So during the shutdown, it was on the hearts of the ownership and management here, and very much a thank you to the majority owner Brian Bauer and his family. I know just so heavy on their hearts of what we can do to help. And one of the things that was on our hearts was how do we continue to feed those who may be struggling to provide at this time, whether that's students who were used to maybe a free meal program and weren't receiving that, or just they were laid off, or an adult was laid off and just needed help in that area, or moms struggling at home with the children, whatever the circumstance was, we wanted to be able to still help. And so we ended up pooling. We had a lot of donations from the community.
Oh,
we
that's
had
amazing.
A lot of sacrifice just from ownership directly, and we're able to start the community meals. And we had a lot of volunteers here too, which was so heartwarming. Putting meals together, and we had the pickup line that went all the way around the parking lot, and it was so neat. I think every single day we were in tears, just of joy and gratitude, because it was just so many people were so thankful, and we got to hear their stories that touched us and made us so thankful. So it just, to this day, is one of my favorite memories here.
I'm putting you on the spot. Do you know how many free meals you guys were able to supply through that process?
Yeah, nearly 20,000.
Holy smokes, that is insane. So now here we are. Is there any way that the community can continue to wrap their arms around Umi and help you guys out?
We're open for lunch. That's something not everybody's aware of. So just knowing it's
I was not aware of that. I saw on the door when I walked in, you're open at 11 o'clock for lunch, which is great.
We are 11 to 2:30, and then we open again for dinner starting at 4. So, and then also just one of the things that's always on our minds is helping the community know that we're not just sushi. I mean, our sushi is world class. It's
Can't wait to try it.
Absolutely amazing. But we offer so many other dishes. I mean, everything from beef and chicken sliders to salads and soups. We have entrees, chicken and steak. And then there's a lot here. Even if you're not very comfortable with sushi or Japanese fare in general, there's a lot of options.
That's good to know. My husband's not a sushi fan, so now I'll be able to drag him out here because he doesn't have to worry about eating sushi. Well, from me to you, on behalf of Bradley Golf Diamonds, on behalf of WOWO, thank you for your support that you gave back to Hoosiers during that time of the pandemic. And now, Rachel, speaking of the sushi, let's get to the good stuff.
Well, what we have here is what we call our Umi Sushi Flight. So
it's like a beer flight, but for sushi.
Exactly.
Okay, I love it. I love it.
And so we have 4 different specialty rolls that are featured on our flight, and they're some of our customer favorites and in-house favorites. I think I love all of these. They're like in my top 5.
Okay.
So in the back here is our sun roll. All of these are non-raw, so they're all cooked. There's nothing raw in any of these. Our sun roll contains salmon and red snapper, and then it's wrapped in a soy wrapper rather than seaweed.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so it gives it that yellow, and that's why it's called a sun roll. It looks like sunshine, and then it has kind of a spicy mayo.
This does not look like a roll to me.
No,
this other guy.
A lot of times people don't even realize where the roll is at because it's covered with so much goodness. So this is our Dr. Singh roll. This is actually a half portion. The full portion is...
Oh my word.
Yes, almost a full platter full. It is a shrimp tempura base, again a fried shrimp base for the rolls, and then it is topped with a copious amount of your mango, shrimp, lobster claw, and crab, and then spicy chili oil.
I love all those things.
Give it a try.
Something really unique about Umi, they have whiskey lockers. They are one of 6 restaurants in America that even have them. Only at Umi off of Getz Road. Tune in next week to see if we're featuring a local business near you. Though the outbreak may have dramatically changed lives and relationships over the last year, it also dramatically changed the way we do business. And we're highlighting those businesses and those changes every week on WOWO. Back in business with Blakesley, powered by Bradley Golf Diamonds, locally owned and conveniently located right across the street from Jefferson Point. It's Bradley Golf Diamonds.
Well, just, you could do it left, right hand. Yeah, exactly. Okay.